Right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel and to another stream. And here we are then, the first look at this week's new daily races at Suzuka. By the look of it, Wednesday, late to the party once again, but I think this week I can excuse myself for not being on Monday. It was, yeah, Monday. It was so hot in this room on Monday. It was absolutely sweltering, and I just thought, you know what? I'm having the night off. I'm going out for a walk. Thinking that's, yeah, pretty much how it was on Monday. 31 degrees. It was like an absolute oven in this tiny little room. I just thought, I can't sit for even an hour in the heat on Monday. But yeah, much better today. So we are definitely going to do some of this Suzuka race that I've seen looks quite good. So we'll do this today. A lot cooler, a lot more manageable. See how we get on. We're not racing until 7, but I've come on early just so I can do some practice, see what I'm working with, see what we're dealing with, as I've hardly touched the races all week. Not touched the rig at all really for the heat wave, but we're here today, so we'll crack on and see what we can do. Did I load a ghost? I think I did. Yeah, do it again. Right, so what we're dealing with on this daily. I've seen a bit of it, but not really. Need just to see what I'm dealing with. Oh. First proper go on the game, I think, since Friday. Came on yesterday very briefly. But apart from that, nothing on here at all since Friday last week. Let's see what we're working with this Nissan. Not too bad, really. Like I said, I had a bit of a go at it yesterday, very briefly, and it seemed alright. Tried to get a bit of TT in, although, looking at the race, I don't think qualifying really matters, but we'll still set time just to get used to the car and whatnot. Right, 202, 203, we'll take that for the first lap. bad. Second quicker. Not bad. 202.5. Take that. Work with it. Not too bad, 201's coming in. What time is it? Lobby's about to open. Not too bad coming in. Where are we? Not bad, really. Good times to get us started. 201.831. Right, so we'll go to the lobby. Start getting ready. Got 15 minutes. Work on it a bit. 14, 20. GTR 500. Right, this is a rental car, so I should have the wet tyres, because I think we are going to need them, quite possibly. From what I've seen of this race, it looks really good. I was watching this on Monday, and it looks like a really good race, and I thought, right, as soon as it cools down in this room, we're going to come in, and we're going to do it. Trouble is, though, is that, so we could have come in yesterday, but the problem is, when it gets really hot in this room, you need like a day for it to clear out. You need like, open the windows, and just leave the room for an entire day to ventilate, and then it's kind of safe to come back in again. The way this place is, we're steady today. Hello, One. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I hope all is well. Hope it's not too warm for you with this heat wave we're having. I think it's all over the place, isn't it? It's European summer 2025 heat wave. Right, let's get a bit more practice. Up to speed. It's like last night. I went out for a bit of a walk last night in the evening, and it was nice and cool. I came back in, and as soon as I came back in the door, the heat just hit me straight in the face. It was like, oh my word. This is absolutely boiling. Windows open all night. Almost like fumigating the place of all the heat that just kind of comes and lingers. You're melting, but you think it's okay. Well, as long as you're okay. Oh, yeah, here on Monday, it was absolutely boiling. But yeah, RLHQ is a lot better. Well, it's still warm, but it's so much better than what it was on Monday and yesterday as well. Right, 11 minutes steady today. Gas. It's too early. Little drop in temperature soon. Yeah, it's dropped here quite a bit, about 10 degrees. It's gone down by yesterday and then today as well. Oh, snappy that. Watch that in the race, but snappy on the rear end. Side of ports to the front. They're getting the hang of it now. I've got near our 201 though since we've set it a few minutes ago. Thought it's a bit wide there. Not bad, we're near enough. 3/4 tenths away. I think that'll do us about ready to go. We'll see how we get on then at Suzuka. Yeah, it should be not too bad of a race once we get going on this one. Right, first race of the week. Now, I think, let's have a look. This is a rental, so yeah, I've got those as. I'm going to just do that, and then what's going on this radar? So far, nothing of note. It's quite dry, really. We're going to get a dry race for the first one. Bed ourselves in a bit, looks like it. We've got the shoot in this one as well. And there is no DR on this race either, so I think it takes the pressure away of sorts, really. Just, you know that if you're going to crash, nothing's going to happen, is it? Really? Hey up, Kev, welcome into the stream. Thanks for the good looks as well. Appreciate it. Hope all is well. And thanks, One, as well, for the GLHF. Appreciate it. We are 28, but it's definitely a lot cooler. That's a long warm-up. Right, so MP4, Nissan GTR GT500, a car that's quite familiar to me. I do believe, what was it, Gran Turismo 2, I think. Laguna Seca endurance race, which I did in this car. Bit of a fun fact for you. I did the race in this car on Gran Turismo 2. That's Laguna Seca. I think it was about 90 laps, that race, an hour and a half. Right, here we go. Hello, going good. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Not too warm at the minute. Right, so all set. I think the Nissan's the meta car, isn't it? Well, but it's one of the metas, but again, there's no DR. Does it really matter what car you use? Dunno, not really. Right, here we go. I have to juggle the radars in this one. Yep, cheers for you. Good luck. Appreciate it. As always. Touch it on the hairpin. Hello Jedi, welcome to the stream, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. Hope all is well in the world of Jedi. This hand's a bit wide there, dirty tyres. Right, what's going on here? Oh, it's a bit down there. This group 2, no, group 3 this one. But the car is a Legends car, I do believe. The one that we're in, and the one in front as well. Now that rain's sticking down there, bottom right corner. Don't know, that rain's moving, well, a little bit, not really, at the bottom right of the radar. Bit of the, carefully does it. Not really. Well, hope that things are as alright as they can be. And it's the GT, yeah, the old Nissan Nismo from 90, I think 99, 98, 99. Race spec. Yeah, they're more road cars, aren't they, than these ones? For some of the other cars, they're road cars thing. I think there's an F40 in here somewhere you can use if you want. So it is quite a mix in this one. Top two are getting away from us a little bit. Bit of a gap developing. Just a quick flyby. Yeah, no worries, Kev. Big thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, we'll drive fast and try not to crash. And that is it. We'll catch you later. I'm going to leave that for a bit. I can't see it moving. Not been on recently. Popped on today for 20 minutes. Yeah, I've not been on much since Friday. It's been really hot. I've just not really been, I don't know, just too warm for it. Really, 31 degrees where I am. So I thought Monday we'll have the night off, I think. And then wait a full day for this room to cool down before it's safe, if you like, for streaming again. Don't know what it is about this room. It just gets flipping boiling in the summer, and then in the winter I'm sat here in 2 jumpers because it's absolutely freezing. So no idea. Oh, skidding. Are we in better lobbies? Yeah, because we are third, aren't we? I think we had our run last week at Fuji, didn't we, with the A pluses. And this week, well, so far this week, we've got a bit of reprieve from the top split so far for this week. But this race has no DR, so I don't know if it'll be this far. It should be. No DR, so we can't go up or down. So it should be these kind of lobbies for hopefully all stream if we can get them. Does that rain? Not really moving. I mean, top 2 have gone now. Well, they have at the minute. So, yeah, as far as I'm aware, this race has no DR. When I looked at it on Monday. Steady on the hairpin. Then I saw it rain and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. We'll have to try that when the room cools down enough. We'll definitely give this one a go. Where's the rain? It's Cloudy, not really. Still there at the bottom. I think there is a mandatory pit stop. I'm pretty sure there is. If the top two pit will pit as well. They're going to get us in a minute if we keep sliding around. Get the hang of how much throttle you can put down with no TC on. Still, well, I'm moving a bit. Right, 3 laps to go. One's pitting there. I think you do have to pit. I think you do. Right, they're pitting in front. So if I go in lap 9, they should follow us in as well, I reckon. Should do. Right, see P1 pits. I'm pretty sure they will. We're going to get no rain in this one. Yeah, they're pitting. Don't get a penalty coming in. Should be alright, just come and do the box. So yeah, racing hards and wet are the tyres for the race. And yeah, so no DR. Not sure why they've done that. But they have got rain, so hopefully we will get some rain as we go through. I don't think it's a tyre change. Hello Jammins, welcome to the stream, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. It's yeah, been a while, has been a while, hope all is well, and thanks for popping in. Or could be costly. It is costly. Unless we can just try and take it back up on 30R, I don't know. Well, the chicane not on 30R. Not bad, we'll take that. P5. First one is done. How we do it was steady 28, but it's a cool 28, not like the fan heater is broken like what it was on Monday. You've stopped racing. Okay, you've stopped racing. You having a break, or is that permanent, or having a bit of time away? That one's good to pit. Yeah, it can be. Some races it can be. I think depends who we get stuck behind. I know some of the cars are fast in corners, slow on straights, and vice versa. I think the Diablo that Shu is in P8 is very fast in a straight, but he gets stuck behind it in the corners. It's a bit of a sit and wait job to get past it. And if that is the case, then yeah, jump in the pits, get out of the way, get a bit clear air. Well, thanks for the race. Enjoyed that. It was a good race to come in. Right, that tells me 5 minutes until the next one. So yeah, I'll have a quick look at the... because I've not checked them. So yeah, so it's, yeah, 1 times tyre and fuel. Yeah, you do have to pit. Yeah, and the dynamic weather as well, so... That's GTR. yeah, thanks to the GGs. Appreciate it, as always. And if you are new to the stream, do feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Be very much appreciated. You join us on Suzuka, where anything can happen. Bit of rain in the next race. Not be too bad. But yeah, I think no DR. There's quite a few guys that are not setting qualifying times, hence the 382 on a Wednesday. That's probably very likely why we are where we are on the leaderboard. You're taking a break. Yeah, I think sometimes it can be quite good just to take a break from it for however long. Refresh, regroup, get back into it a bit later down the line. NSX, yeah, it might be. It's the Legends car one, so it's quite a good car. That was a bit clumsy in that one. Good exit out of there. This car reminds me of a game I used to have on the Nintendo 64 that was a Japanese Super GT game. I think it was called GT64, something like that. Had these kind of cars in it. The old Japanese Super GT. I think it was officially licensed for the Japanese Super GT series in the late 90s. Minutes ago, that'll do. Because, I think, fun fact, one of the drivers on that game for the, I want to say, Castrol Tom Supra, a car that's in this game as well, one of the drivers was, I believe, Pedro de la Rosa, who, a year or two later, went to Formula One, to the AERO's team in 1999. Another fun fact for you on the channel. You get them as and when. Alright, 30 seconds until the next race. Racing again in the future, but not sure when. Yeah, one of those, I think, just, yeah, just take as long as you need, really. And then, yeah, come back when you come back. There's no, like, you don't have to come back at a certain point, do you? So, take it easy. Right, second race. It's going to be dry, looks like it. Dry weather again. Are we going to have a whole stream of no rain on this race? Well, I mean, on one hand, not too bad, but I'd like it to happen at some point, just to say that we've done it. Well, we are in P2. Expectation from P2 in the GTR. I think this one, that's the same car, but a different livery. In fact, I think this car was in the Nintendo 64 game, GT64, the model before the one that came in Gran Turismo 2, this one that we're driving now. Yeah, cheers, going good. Appreciate the good luck. See, we're gonna have some fun in this one. Radar is... Can we get it up on this one? There's nothing there at the minute that I can see. So, yeah, we'll go track radar to start off then. Right. I'm ready to go. P2. Oh, blimey. Oh, I was trying to get out of his way and I couldn't. So he'll think that I probably blocked him. Oh. Drama. Right, I'll go pit this lap, get out of everyone's way. I've got damage as well. And these misters break into the chicane. I'm going to go pit. Oh, blimey, rejoin him. Let's go pit. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Jammins, appreciate it. Yeah, small mistake on the hairpin. I was trying to move, and then I think they ran into the back of us as I was trying to get out of the way. If they pitted as well, we can have a bit of a swap maybe and come out pit lane. McLaren F1. Right. Sorry for the bump. Go on. No rain, it's empty at 50 mile. Right, a couple entering the pit lane. We'll move up a bit now, hopefully. That's what I think it is in P11. We might have an issue unless we can get past them. Yeah, I think it is. Get past him, although it'll be short-lived down here. Just waving through. There you go. That's what I meant about the some of the cars being tuned a bit differently to the others and working differently to the others. To work out how we're going to sort this one out. Let's go in the pit lane. Nice little bumper drag from car behind. Blimey. It's away on the straight. It is indeed the Lambo Diablo. It's very quick in the straight, but really, really bad in corners. And there's pitting as well, for the place to get back. Quick look at the apex, turn one. watch it on there because this car's a bit twitchy off the last corner. Behind. It looks like it. Afternoon, Johnny. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Getting ready for holiday. Doesn't sound too bad. It's definitely holiday weather at the minute. I'm kind of quite warm now. A race and a half in. Still loads better than before. I'm a little bit offline now, but shouldn't be too bad. All sounds good, Johnny. 4-day weekend. Can't be bad at all. Like the Easter weekend we get in the UK. 4-day weekends. Love them. Still, radar's clear. Your Honda's gone. P9. 3 laps to go. The dry race by the look of it. Back new PB. A few more pitting. Boy wobbling there. That was nearly race over. It's going to be dry all the way to the checkered flag in this one. This one's going to the finish line. Not alongside him. Just about hanging on. Do P4, could have maybe had P3 if it passed them at the start of the final lap, but we'll take P4. Hello Chris, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in and hope all is well on Wednesday. Suzuka, got a P4 from that one. But we need a race with rain, that's why we're here. We need a downpour. Holding steady. It's not bad, 36-mile race. Right, so SR is on, but the DR isn't. Not too bad. Good race, that one. Finishing 4th. I'll go to exit. Yeah, thanks to the GGs. Appreciate it. As always, we'll jump in again. Rain chasing on Suzuka. Not bad. 5 minutes until it comes back round again. It loads in. There we go. Right, 5.5 minutes. Is there another GT? Yes, there is another one in the race. It's a different livery. I think they're the same car. I'm pretty sure this one here that I think Chris Wood's done. It's the same one. Pretty sure it is. Different livery. And there's the Diablo GT. Very fast on the straights, but a bit of a road blocking corners. So keep an eye on that. We'll follow a Diablo GT. Why not? 5 minutes to get a lap. Maybe a bit faster. We're trying the blue one. We could do. Trying the blue one. When we've done this one. Heading out. Yep, no worries, Jammins. Big thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And we'll hopefully catch up again very soon. Hello, Shu. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. And he's changed your top up to heavy race. Is that warm? Yeah, I didn't stream on Monday because this room was just completely unbearable. And it is better today, but yeah, a little bit warm, but it's not as bad as Monday. Done a couple though, so we're getting a bit sweaty, but not too bad. Although I was reading the news yesterday, and it was saying about 40 degrees in July. Thinking, oh, okay, fair enough then. See what happens. We're not really cut out for 40 degrees. That's the problem. Houses in the UK are built to keep heat in. So when it's a heat wave, like it is kind of at the minute, the heat stays in, and it stays in. That's it. You have to just kind of wait for it to, you know, science and whatnot to do its thing, or just open your windows for a day or two just to cool your house down again, basically. So yeah, 40 degrees. I don't know what we're going to do if that's the case. Oh, bumpy. Oh. Bit bumpy on first magnet. That'll be it for the qualifying. That'll do us, I think. We'll go to the next one. So yeah, watch the curbs in these cars. Bit of a jump, bit of a bump in the first magnet. So yeah, I think the lobbies are basically the same because we can't go up or down, can we, because of DR. So should be round about the same each race. Oh, it's cloudy. Oh, here we go. Do we need to... Oh, I don't know. The rain's messing. Right, we'll start on dries and see how it goes. There is rain in the air. In this one, how much of it though? It looks quite heavy on the radar. See how much of it's going to come down. How much rain is that? It's in the air when it goes on behind my camera to the onto the screen. There's quite a bit in the air. Depends which way it's going to go. But it is dry for the beginning. Yeah, thanks for the good looks. Appreciate it, as always. Got a retirement already. Rain, is it moving? It's very slow if it is. So yeah, the direction of it. Yes, having done the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans quite a few times by now, you get to know kind of how the rain works in the game, as that race has dynamic weather in it. So this rain, not too bad. It's dry, definitely, as we are now. It's not really moving though. Oh, there's the Diablo. Yeah, the rain isn't moving really at the minute. So I'll be stuck behind and doing this bit, otherwise it'll be very slow. We'll lose loads of time. Got a penalty as well. Even doing that race as well, yeah, for the credits, it's a good one for credit grinding. The Le Mans race, there's loads of builds you can do for it as well. Some are good, some are bad, some are questionable. I've done a few and I've kind of thought, I don't know about this one. It kind of works, but it's the Diablo again. You've done 4 of those on the trot, so that'll be not bad, about 2 million. Except your penalty. I've got a pen as well. There indeed, the blue GTR. Don't get another pen on that corner. But yeah, it's quite a few builds you can do for World Touring Car 700. Like I say, some are good. Some are not too bad. And yeah, there's 1 or 2 that can be a bit questionable, but yeah, they do work. Just a case of, would you be happy doing it all the time? Then again, you just do what you want really on that one. Any car. 700 pp. Literally anything will work in that race. As long as it's quick enough to beat the Group 4s, pretty much. But even so, I think like you could get a Group 4 car, put a high RPM turbocharger in it, and you could still easy do it. It's that Diablo behind I'm keeping an eye on. It's the rain's sorting itself out. The NSX GT500, yeah, it's a good car for it as well. The PP on it's quite flexible. 700 you can get race cars and just put a power restrictor on them. Bit of ballast, just to weigh them down a bit to get them into PP. And yeah, that's it, off you go. Send it. That Diablo's going to come through in a minute as well. There it is. There you go. In a bit. Off you go. Straight down to the first corner. Oh, now we're stuck behind the pillow for this bit. It's very slow through here. That's the only thing about the Diablo. Might pit in a minute just to get it out of the way. Off it goes again, down to the spoon corner. And off it goes again, down to 130R. This for gear as well. I think we'll pit this lap, get it out of the way. Hello Super Sounds, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it, hope all is well. I've just come across the channel, good stuff, welcome in. Right, I'm taking a pit stop, don't pit Diablo, just clear it out the way, we're going to be stuck with it otherwise. Right, pit stop out of the way. All the tyres are cold. Oh, your neck. Honestly, is that a Diablo? Pretty sure it is. We'll find out in a minute. What Shumi? I'm pretty sure it's a Diablo. The way it came up behind us there, I'm pretty sure it is. Looks like it. Yeah, passing this out. Yeah, looks like it. So re-enter the race, yeah, could do. Try and change the, what is it? the weather pattern a bit. Try and get a bit of rain in. Right, here we go. Big bump track. Going through that on the Diablo mega car on top speed. Oh, blimey. Just a bit snappy there. Could be a few more put in at some point. Can't see it raining though. They have to try the coming out of it completely. Going back in again so we can get the weather to change. Very lively in this one on the back end. Right, if you put in now, should move up a little bit. P8, 7. We're finishing, well, looks like P7, P6. I think P1 forgot to pit from the way it was looking just there at the start of the final lap. Oh no, P5. Yeah, lap 9, that's your last lap that you can pit. If you pit on the final lap, it doesn't count, I'm afraid. So you will get a 1-minute time penalty if you don't make a pit stop before the end of lap 9. Such is the way it is. But we are still missing the key ingredient of the racing today. So we're going to try get the odds in our favour a little bit. So what we'll do then, we'll come out of sport mode completely and we'll go back in. Try and get a bit of a cycle in the weather. So back into sport mode. And we'll go into the daily race C. Go for the, yeah, I think they're both the same car pretty much. Yeah, the same PP. And for the blue one. Yeah, thanks to GG's, appreciate it. As always, out and then back in, see if the rain's going to come in. I think in practice, basically, it's dry all the way in practice. Near enough. Practice is always early morning. Right, so take the blue car. This, I mean, it's the same car pretty much, but a bit different. Well, the delivery's different, but basically the same car. bit of time lost. Great balance, yeah, on the rear, yeah. Not too bad, keeps us going until the next one. Might come on tomorrow and see what the the weeklies are, so you get a free car. We do a lap or two, stay in zero on the traction control. TC on 0. That'll do. Get us into the next one. Right, so come out of sport mode, come back in. We are in pursuit of the wet stuff, aka the rain. Or what's going on? We're not getting any, that's the problem. I think at the minute. This always happens on dynamic weather dailies. See other people, they've got wet races all the time. When we come on, we don't get any at all. That's a dry race all the way. It's not happening in this one. Right, we'll go from P3 in the blue GTR this time. The brake balance on 0. Yeah, TT tomorrow. I think weeklies are Friday. I'm pretty sure they are. TTs are definitely though tomorrow. The new TT comes in tomorrow morning. Oh well, a dry race again. It's not happening in this one. Well, we've jumped into the blue car for this one. Last race, it'll be an absolute torrential rainstorm and a half at Suzuka. See how we get on. Right, P3 this one. Yep, cheers, going good. Appreciate the good luck. That was either dive or crash into him. One or the other. Just confirm. Oh, there's a little bit at the very top of the radar. Not a huge amount though. Right, P1's got time penalty. What these guys behind us are doing. Just about holding on. Been hit. Been hit. Right, damage. P10, right. Get back in it. barge through, possibly. A bit, well, argy-bargy, a bit congested at the chicane. But if I go up in the middle, I might be alright, but it turns out I wasn't. So, and that's why we got pitted at the exit of the chicane. But the radar's stuck, not doing anything. Right, it's 8 seconds behind the lead pack at Suzuka. Nearly. I'll get off again. Oh, just on the power too early. About P10. Not all's lost in this one, we can still get a bit out of it, but we do need to pit as well at some point, so I have to bear that in mind. Hello Grudge, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, hope all is well. It must be bad luck, you clicked on the video and then we spun out. Just a coincidence, I think. It's one of those things does happen. Got the second for that one, not too bad. Well, I was doing 203s, I think, in the other yellow GTR. This car's basically the same. Not a bad lap, gets us back in. 203, 202, yeah, 203. Wide again up 130 out. Tight line because we're going to go around the outside. Oh, there's the, yeah, the Diablo going through. Stuck behind Shoe now going through here. It's like our time really. And there he goes. Straight down towards 130R. But easily, like, 160 down there. I think we're doing 150. Very quick, that Diablo in a straight line. Well, we're not near it, so we can go around lap 9 and pit. Don't get away with it. That's the Diablo. It's very quick on the straight. Very, very quick. We've got no chance against it at all. The only thing about it, right, we'll pit this lap, get it done, but we need to, otherwise we'll get a penalty. These guys in front of pitting as well. Not been in the Lambo. Yeah, so the Diablo is very quick on straights, but it's not very good in corners, not as quick. So it's a very heavy car. So if a Diablo passes us on the start-finish line, we can go not too bad, but it's very slow through the next bit of the track. The only thing about it, the Lamborghini Diablo, that's quickly to come out. So through this bit, the Diablo, very heavy car, not as good on handling as the Nissan we're in. Oh well, we'll finish in 13th. think quiz question this week. Very infamous Japanese F1 driver who made the debut at the Japanese GP. The box that you get, if you answer the question, you get a box to put some stuff in. But this week, the box wasn't big enough for me to put all the bits in that I wanted to put in about this particular driver. They were very well known for what happened the year afterwards when they got run over by the safety car. I'm getting some dots in the... No, no idea. Don't know. Losing time? I don't know what you're on about, to be honest. Not sure. Well, the guy finished third, so yeah, anyway. Losing people time, what we like. Yeah, cheers for the GG's going good, appreciate it. As always, I'm not sure on that one, to be fair. Like I said, the guy came third, so I'll be happy with that if it were me. Right, we're going to go back in. I think I've got probably 2 races at the most left for today, so 2 chances to get rain. A big thanks to Grudge as well for subscribing, appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Come back in. Right, 4.5 minutes of sunshine at Suzuka. Not too bad to get down 130R. Diablo's gonna shoot down here. It's going to rain this race. Well, this is it. We've had, I think, 4 races now and no rain yet. It's overdue. First corner again, just very twitchy, these old cars. Got enough time? No. Come out then. Yeah, we're overdue some rain. See what happens in this one. Yeah, times are bad. Happy with that. And we're steady. But yeah, this room, it was an absolute no-go zone on Monday. Crikey, it was warm. And I say last night went out in the evening. Thought, oh, this is great. This is really cool. Came back in. Wham! The heat whacks you straight in the face as soon as you come back in. You have to kind of leave it. You have to open, like I say, open all the windows all night and air the place out. Let all the heat out that comes in. See, we get rain in this one. I can quite possibly do one more after this. So we've got really 2 more chances that we're going to get rain. I've seen some belters on this in other streams, and it's kind of like, well, why can't that happen here? It's, you know, it's exactly the same race. We should be getting some rain. The famous Ferris wheel at Suzuka at the chicane. Right, we're in. Now it's cloudy. It's cloudy. And it's cloudy. That's it. That's your lot. Oh, well. This always happens when I do daily races that have got dynamic weather. It never, ever happens on a stream, ever. We have to do the race for like 3 days and then we get rain. Ugh. Well, P2. Hello, Mr. Hogg. Welcome into the stream. Nice to meet you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hope all is well. Thanks for the GL as well. Appreciate it. You got some liveries for your GTR 500. Pretty cool. Up to, what's the Bridge 5? Okie doke. Make a note of that. Have a bit of a nosy what you've done. I get all my liveries made for me by other streamers for the main liveries that we use on our other cars. I don't admit, well, I think my first livery I made myself, but then I had it upgraded last year. But we've got no rain. Well, I have to just make do with it then, I'm afraid. And, oh great, the Diablo right behind us. There you go. Get rid of that Diablo quickly. P1's got the lucky break, but that Diablo's quick. Nothing we can do about that at all, is there? just like, well... Get rid of that Lamborghini. Yeah, I do make skins, but not for GT7. More Euro Truck Simulator 2 skins. I do a few of those because they're nice and easy, nice and simple to do compared to GT7. I mean, the skins that I've made for that, they are incredibly basic. Like, anyone can do them. They're that easy. Although, on the subject of ATS skins, I've got a trader skin that doesn't work, and I've got no idea why. Quite annoyed, actually, that it doesn't work. It's for a different trailer, and it's not working. Don't know why. I have to try and work out. I mean, I've looked at all the forums, and I've done everything to say about loading skins into the game, and it's just not working. Don't know why. Better at livery making than racing. But this is it, you know, you got guys that do liveries, and yeah, that's all they do, they just do liveries. More than happy to do that. But that Diablo's having fun up front. Oh, it's cloudy, but yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. In that case, we'll just carry on. Track radar, I think, on that one. A lot of race against the AI. You're not making anybody angry. But again, this is it. It's you're going to make people angry doing the daily races. It's just the way it goes, really. Again, it's one of those mean, there's always bound to be at least one person that's not happy with you for whatever reason on the daily races at some point that you're doing them. It's just, again, the way I see it, just the way it goes, really. You just get on with your game, and that's pretty much it, really. But Sophie AI, that's good to do. AI-wise, racing against Sophie. You don't think Sophie likes you either? Well, blimey. Sophie's interesting, Sophie AI. Definitely a bit more interesting to race against the normal AI. But as I found out a couple of weeks ago, Sophie can be a little bit aggressive when it wants to be. It really can. I think anybody watching the 200 lap race I did a couple of weeks ago, Sophie entering the pit lane, and that was very interesting, to say the least. Turn it off, not much point looking at it. Miss Sophie needs an attitude adjustment. Yeah, maybe a vacation or something for Sophie. Sophie's good. The only thing is though about Sophie is that Sophie doesn't know as of yet about tyre strategy. They just use hard tyres all the time. So yeah, they updated maybe to do that at some point. It'll be pretty good with the Sophie AI. Right, well, it's looking very, very dark, but not much point really looking at the radar. Right, keep an eye behind us. Go. Does Sophie pit a little early sometimes? I've not raced it enough to really know. I've done one long race against Sophie, about 6 hours, and they were pitting like 20 laps or so. White line. Come on, it should be raining. This is dark enough for rain. It surely is. But absolutely nothing. Now, should get a few pit stops soon. Never done 6 hours, mostly. That's good though, 1 and 2 hours. So once a month, if we can, started doing 200 lap races on the channel. It's a bit different, like just something different to do, mixes it up a bit. Got a couple in the pipeline. So last month we did Trail Mountain against the Sophie AI for 200 laps. Pretty good. I think we beat Sophie by like less than a second in the end after like 6.5 hours of racing. Pretty good. A good effort from Sophie. Race leaders in. Right, final lap of no rain. That's it. He's had enough of drafted us. There he goes. You've got to go. Yeah, no worries, Grudge. Big thanks for tuning in and subscribing as well to the channel. Much appreciated. Well, no doubt, see you again very, very soon. Is that another one? Ugh, there might be another one, you know, another Diablo. We could be sick at this rate if we're not careful. Depends what's behind the Diablo. That's the Diablo. That is a Diablo. They're hanging around. Right, I've got time for, as it stands, one more race. Is it going to rain in the next race? I really hope it does. Just to say that we've had a wet race today. Given that so far they've all been dry. What's going to happen? I mean, mean, I've seen absolute blinders in it. I've seen downpours first lap, downpours final lap, scrambles to the pits for tyres, gambles here, there and everywhere. A lot of gambling going on for tyres and strategy, but, well, none of that today. But we are going to do one more race, and it's got to happen. Well, it doesn't have to, but, you know, it'd be nice if it did, just to say that we've done it. Yeah, cheers going good for the GGs, appreciate it. GGs as well for the podium, for shooing that one as well. The Diablo. That's it. Yeah, we're done in that one. Right. So, one more for rain. It's got to happen in this one. Five minutes. Maybe time's held pretty good for today. 2:01 at the start of the stream. Go back to the top. Get a ghost car. That Tidgney in the Diablo. I think it was at, when is it, 2000? I think it was at the time when it was released, the fastest car in the world, the Diablo GT 2000. I think it was the first, I think the McLaren F1 or this one. The Diablo or the McLaren, one of those two was the first road car in the world, I do believe, to hit 200 miles an hour. I think it was McLaren F1 definitely did it. Well, 4 minutes, try and improve our lap. Hello Justin, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, hope all is well. little bit much in there. They are just in time. Right, this is it. And it's cloudy again. Right, this is it. No, don't go away. Oh, come on. Oh. Well, that's that one. That right. We can't do the race now. That's it. Right. That's it. We're done. We'll have to leave Stampy to his devices and chew me in this one. That's it. I've had enough of this. That's it. Oh, that is when it comes back in, because that was actually, that's a nice bit of rain, that as well, but it's going away. That would be heavy as well. That'd be very heavy rain because of the red patches in the weather pattern. Yeah, cheers, going good for the GL. Appreciate it. We'll have to do. Well, we can't just quit, can we? Because it's not raining. But it is nevertheless disappointing that we've done a whole stream near enough of this race and we've had no rain. But it could change as it goes on. It's not all doom and gloom. There's a bit there. Well, behind my camera there's a little bit. When it comes on the screen in a minute, there is a little bit now on the top and the bottom. So maybe we might get a little bit at least. We'll start from P6. Right, so that's what we've got at the minute. Yeah, I don't even know what Stamp is actually driving, so we're getting right flustered. I hope that the rain is in the same as us. Well, the other one, the yellow one. See how it goes with this rain. Hello Malaruka, welcome into the stream, and a big thank you for the 10 PLN absolute hero. Do appreciate it. And hope that all is well. Absolute legend. Oh, blimey. On the hairpin again. Seen Stampy's gone out, don't know. Anything's happened behind us. Oh, white line. Down below as well. Well, they're good at catches anyway. So, I mean, the state of that thing, it's just so quick. It's just got nothing against it whatsoever. Don't know really if you can laugh or cry about it really. One of the two. Two in front of battling as well. So Diablo's going to go and get in the mix for those guys as well. Off you go. Easy peasy. bit there on 130. I'm not sure about that. Too late now. If we get a penalty, we get a penalty, but then we got away with it. We're getting better and better on the track and respect for the players. Oh, thanks, Malaruka. Do appreciate it, and do again appreciate your support on the channel. Appreciate everyone supporting the channel as much as we've had no rain today. Let's try and stay with P4. Get a bit warm in here now, but it's expected. Steady. A big massive thanks, Malaruka again, absolute hero, what a legend, with the 5 gifted, massively appreciated, really, really is. Big shout out, Malaruka, for the 5 gifted there, massively appreciated. Reese Marty, Classified, and Mark Bruce coming on down. The other flags in front now. All the Diablos. Put the chicane, looking at the Diablo. Yeah, good night, Malaruka. Big thanks again for tuning in and for the support as well. Absolute hero. Massively appreciated. And we will no doubt see you again very, very soon. The P5's closing in at a rate of knots here. Got to be careful. Where are they? 1.9. Are they in a Diablo? No. Not by the look of it. Deeper beak hairpin. I won't right now, will it? Sun's coming out. Well, it's moved a little bit, but it's not really happening today. So be careful now. P3 staying out. P5 isn't. They're going in. Defensive line into spoon. Depends where they're going to be. Oh, they're going to get... I don't think so. They just about made it. Hello, Laura. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Just like to subbed as well. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. 1 lap to go at Suzuka. Let's have a look at the permutations of the final lap. Across the white line. Blimey. Nearly chucked it. I'll do P8. I'll do. Well, P7. The Diablo not pitting. Hello, DMC. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I hope all is well. That'll do us, I think. P8 into 7. I think Stampy was 11th. I think someone else was in here. Who was it? Silver as well. But I missed him at the start. I was too busy whinging about the rain. So we'll have to say hello before we leave the lobby. Not bad really today. It's a good daily. It is a good race, but again, we're missing the key ingredient that we've not had. So, unfinished business with this daily race, definitely, until we get what we want, and that's the rain. It's left. Not bad. So yeah, DR is off, but SR is on. So, hello Dames, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Not bad today at Suzuka, but that is disappointing to see. It really is. It really is. Came in today wanting that rain, but it's not happened. That is disappointing to see, but has been good fun though. That's the thing. Good fun at Suzuka today, but I think, as it stands, I'm out of time. So that's it for today for Suzuka. But it is a good race. It's definitely good fun driving those old 90s what is it? 'Cause I think there's a few road cars in here as well that you can also drive. So yeah, 40, Diablo GT, 911 Carrera. Good mix. Is that the race car or the road? No, that's the race car. That's the road version. So not too bad. Good race, this one. Have to try a bit more of it as we go through. Yep, cheers, Stu, for the GGs. Appreciate it. It's good fun tonight. It's good fun on this one. Right, the TTs. Oh, I can't see because I'm not on the other account, but I think this one is the one that's disappearing. So, what are we doing? Where's my time? Yeah, I'm up to date with that. Don't need to do that. So yeah, we lost an absolute ton of DR on Fuji last week, but it is what it is. But yeah, good racing shoe in the Diablo. I don't know if I could manage the cornering in the Diablo because it's a very fast car on the straight. Just the cornering, I think I'd maybe struggle with, but I'm gonna try it at some point in the next one. Subaru to finish off. We'll take that. Well, that's it for us for today. Unfortunately, sorry to say, no rain, but you know, it's not in my control what the weather decides to do on these daily basis. But it always seems to be the case whenever I do these dynamic weather dailies, we don't get any rain at all. I think on the Spa race a while ago, exactly the same thing. I even did that race on another account and still had no rain. So it's just a bit, I don't know. Start a new account, maybe. Well, I don't know. Try it on there, maybe. We'll see what happens next time. But yeah, good race this one. I will try and get back in maybe Friday, and we'll do it again. And we will make a valiant push for the rain. Because I do think we need to have rain to fully experience this race. But yeah, so far, good race. We'll try it again. And yeah, probably Friday we'll come back in. Hopefully be a bit cooler as well. I don't know what the forecast is, but it's cooled down today. What we're doing on Friday before we have a look. Let's go in Friday. Oh, it's going back up again. Are you joking? Oh well. Right, that's fine. Right, okay. Right, Friday. Right, we well, apparently Friday, best time to stream is 4 o'clock in the morning, apparently, when it's cooler. No, we won't do that. Nah, we'll be alright. We'll sort it for Friday. But big thanks for tuning in today. Much appreciated, as always, for popping in for the daily races. We'll be back, like I say, probably Friday. We'll try the race again, and we'll make a push for rain if we can get it. But yeah, cheers, going good. Shu, One, DMC, and the support as well that's coming today as well. Hugely appreciated. Absolute legends around the place. And do like, do subscribe, do take care. And just before I do disappear, I'll have a quick nose around. Right, I can go see if Stampy's getting any rain on this race. See how Stampy's going on. So I'll pass it over to Stampy. We'll go see Stampy is going to get any rain in this race. I'll be a bit miffed if he does. Nah, I won't really. But so yeah, so you go to Stampy as the stream is closing out. So you got cloudy 27 in London. It's a bit warm. We're quite steady at 28 in the room, so not too bad. We'll see what it's like on Friday. So until then, do like, do subscribe, do take care. Big thanks again for tuning in. All the likes, all the support on the channel, massively appreciated. Absolute heroes, absolute legends. And I will see you next time. Bye.